Hello! Today I'm doing a book review on my son's behalf on this new book that was supposed to be for Christmas, but my son came in. He woke up as I was finishing up my wrapping, and this was the last one, and he picked it up. And he wanted to read it, so I read it to him. And so now I'm going to do a little review on how well he liked it. Okay, I got this book for him because my son is a huge Biscuit and Clifford fan. Pretty much any book with a dog, a pumpkin, or anything like that in it, he's going to read it. So I bought him this one. Actually, I bought him a lot of these. They're just all underneath the tree. But this one is called Charlie the Ranch Dog, Charlie's Snowy Day. It's really a humorous book. Charlie, the main character, a basset hound, is a bit lazy. And in this book, what happens, oh, spoiler alert, but, if you're just a parent, trying to find another book for your kid, stay tuned. So what happens is that he wakes up, and there's snow on the ground, and he's like, I want to go outside. So the mom, the female woman character in this book, she takes him and his buddy outside. Walter. Walter's his name. So she takes him and the Beagle Walter outside. And they see the little girl sliding down the hill on a sled. So he slides down with his paws like this. And then when he gets to the bottom, he looks up and he's like, oh gosh. So he starts climbing up the mountain, and the snow starts sticking to him and stuff. And he's uncomfortable. And he's like, I'm not going back down. I'm just going to sit up here and wait for everybody to finish. Well, Walter does go back down. And then he comes up missing. So Charlie has to go find him, and Charlie sniffs him out. Well, because he rescues Walter, the female character doesn't make him walk back to the house. She puts him on a sled, and the little girl and the dad drag him. But it's from the dog's point of view. Unlike Biscuit. Biscuit is from the little girl's point of view. But this one's from the dog's point of view. And it's a really lovely book. I really enjoyed it. I do kind of like a hick accent, which actually I kind of sound like a hick anyway, but I do a southern accent, I should say, when I read this to him, because it just makes him happy. I would get it even if your kid is a little younger than the recommended age. I think the recommended age for this is like 4 to 6, I think. Oh, there's a page in here that tells me somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, my son is on this level, and he's like 2. He doesn't read it to himself, of course. I read it to him. But just the fact that he can stay concentrated on the story is amazing, I think. So I would highly recommend this book. I give it a 6 out of 5 stars. It's really funny. This is the only one I've read. But, it kind of teaches a good thing, a good moral value, I suppose, that, even if you don't want to do something, if it helps somebody else the way Charlie helps Walter, then you should do it. And I think it also teaches humor, because some kids have a hard time developing a sense of humor. I was not a very humorous child. I did not know how to take a joke. So a book like this is really, really great. It's about a dog, so if your kid likes dogs, I would definitely get it. And there's even a part in here where the dog howls, which I think is always fun for my son. He loves that part. I got it in hardback. And honestly, I know that paperbacks are like so much cheaper. I think the paperback version of this is like $7. The hardback version is $16.99. But my son reads these so much. He reads his books so much that they literally fall out of the paper binding. So I got him hardback because it's more durable and it'll probably last. So it's saving me money in the long run, because I should have already like bought like his biscuit books like 4 times, because I mean I've stapled them back together, I've hot glued them back together and everything, which is why I bought him the biscuit set for Christmas in hardback. But shh, I can't tell him. So he's got a bunch of books underneath the Christmas tree. So if you have a little one and you're wondering what to get them for Christmas or something, get this. Books are not a nerdy gift. I actually just gave my little cousin, she turned 8. Yes, 8, I believe. And so I gave her the very first Harry Potter book in hardback. I went out and bought it for her. And now her teacher is going to read it to the whole class. So, and then her older brother's wanting to borrow it. So, install a love of reading in your kids, because they can learn literally anything from a book. And reading is a skill that you're going to have, especially in this day and age, because it's involved with any subject that they want. Even my husband's underground mining test. It was like 100 questions that he had to read, plus the answers. And, so reading is very important. I can't stress that enough. So, this is a great book. Get it, read it, like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you thought of this, or if your kid didn't like it, or if they did. So, talk to you later.